Once you have Ableton Live Suite installed, you are able now to unpack the Connect Through MIDI version 1 preset pack 1. This works the same for the free trial. You got this .alp file here, which you want to open up with Ableton Live. You can just double click on it, or if you have multiple installations like me on your computer, I right click and select the Ableton Live version I want to open that with. So now it's asking me for a location where I want to install the pack, the Connect Through MIDI pack, on my computer or on my Mac here. I select the desktop for showing purposes here and I hit open. So now when I go to my desktop folder, I can see that I have another file, a project folder of Ableton Live here, and inside this project folder you find the actual Ableton project file, which is the .als file, Connect Through MIDI preset pack 1 version 1. You can again just double click on that if you only have one Ableton Live version installed. As I have multiple, I right click on it and select the right Ableton Live Suite version I want to open it with. So the loading time will depend on your computer. On my Mac here, it takes around 20 seconds to load. The first view you get is this window here now, and the cool thing is you don't need to know much. You don't need to know to do much in Ableton Live. You have this pop-up window here, which is the Connect Through MIDI installation, and everything works, or close to everything, let's say 90% works through this window here. You can open and close this window if you go and select the main track. You have on this main track here the actual Max for Live device. It's a plug-in, it's a particular plug-in system for Ableton Live, and you can open and close this window here. You can as well use key commands, and I've set up this to listen to your number 1 on your keyboard here. So if you press your number 1, you can open and close that. You can easily set up key commands yourself if you want to. If you just hit on the upper right here, the key toggle button here, everything which is now lighting up orange can be set up to be controlled via key commands. So this is a really nice feature of Ableton Live here. And if you want to set up things this way and customize things, you can do it this way. So let me tell you how you can actually save stuff here if you have different setups you want to save. And as mentioned in the online manual here, you do not necessarily need to buy a license, a full license of Ableton Live to get this running. The disadvantage here is that you can't save things after the first 30-day free trial of Ableton Live. If you are familiar with Ableton Live, that shouldn't be a problem. If you are familiar with Connect Through MIDI after a little playing around with it, that is not necessarily needed to save things, but I want to show you how you can save things here clean. So let's take this example. You have a setup with one group where you want to save the names and the connections you already made. You want to save this as a new file because you not going to want to overwrite the original starting Connect Through MIDI file. So you want to go to Save Live Set As, or Command Shift S, and then you are able to name this. Let's do a session with Peter and Paul, and this file is automatically saved in the whole project folder here. So if I confirm that, and if we go to the Finder, we can see now that we have a second Ableton Live set als.als file inside our project folder here. So you can always come back to the original file and load the original file if that helps you, and if you want to start fresh.